We all know how important it is to breathe clean air. We've got an expert that's going to talk about how they can make it happen for you. Stay tuned. Welcome everyone to Your Little Castle Show, highlighting those leaders in our community that are making the world go round. We put a little Facebook post out, and it's really interesting. St. Louis is such a small city; everybody kind of knows everybody.
Definitely.
And you walked up to our studio today, and knocked on the door. You go, "I met you before," and I look at you. I'm like, "That's right, the Onder Christmas party." Is
Yes,
that right?
sir. Yes, correct.
And so it is a small planet, a small city, biggest town in the country. They say small community here, but everybody knows everybody. So we had a picture at the Honor. I remember you posted it. I think I liked it.
Yep.
You shared it, and Cardinal Cowboy, and you didn't even know what I did. Then the Facebook post popped up, and you saw that. You said, "Hey man, I'd love to be on the show." So we connected and got you scheduled, and here we are.
Yep.
Going to talk about how important it is to clean the ducts in your house. Not the ducts that you go quack, quack, but the ducts that have all that hot and cold air blowing around your house that obviously can get dirty over time. I got a house that's 21 years old now, and something to definitely consider. I remember meeting with a company to talk about how to promote their stuff, and they showed me these stats and numbers, everything.
Yeah.
We got an expert here going to really dig into that. But if you will, welcome to the table, Zack Conklin, the owner, founder of Dirty Duct Tales. You got that LLC?
Oh, yeah.
Put the STL on there, and it's .com after that. 314-930-0890. With that, we shout out to our sponsors, Carroll House Furniture, because you do like nice things in your little castle that hopefully you have had cleaned. If you haven't had your ducts cleaned, get those ducts cleaned by our expert here, Zack, Dirty Duct Tales, because you definitely want to have clean ducts. And there's just it's a health issue, right?
Definitely.
And some people end up with mold in there too, and a lot of things you want to take care of. So, Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things in your clean house, in your little castle, that Zack might help you with. With that, let's put up on the wall. We got a website, we got social media, and we got one of the top influencers on social media too, with a great following on Facebook. But I'm gonna put it up on the wall here. I keep talking about it. Let's put it up so we're gonna switch over here.
Okay.
182, almost 183,000 followers on TikTok. How many people have heard about TikTok now? And some of your videos, you're making thousands and thousands of dollars. People want to learn how do we clean our ducts. Zack, welcome to the show.
How you guys doing today? Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. It was cool to see you show up. I'm like, the hat gives it away too. We love that.
Oh yeah.
Good work on that. But all right, let's dig into it. How did you end up started in this industry? You started working for someone else, as many of us do, and then said, "Hey, I think I've learned a little bit here."
Oh yeah.
Take it from there.
Oh yeah. So I was working for someone, multiple states: Seattle, Colorado, San Francisco, and I was just like, I can do this myself. And I want to do it myself, so I decided to do it myself, and been doing it since 2011. Been in business since 2017. It's been quite a show.
Well, that's where we would love to show off the guys who've started their own business, and especially I don't know how many times we hit on this, but working for the man, somebody else. You say that working for the man or the woman, whoever they might be boss, and they're doing it. They taught you a lot. You learned some, but you can do it better.
Yep.
Same thing. That's why I'm doing my own show now. But you said, "Hey, I can do it better." I didn't realize that you can do really well with this.
Yes.
You're doing a good job and establish this, and get to where you can get the cool Ray-Ban optical glasses.
And I need this for work.
And so that allows you. Okay, that's another thing because you can get into the ducts and see things. And oh wow, so he's got the little cameras in there. I don't care. Record me if you like and tell me. We'll play it back later.
Nice.
But yes. So you decided you could do this, and then. Off to the races. How long ago was it when you made the leap to do it for yourself?
So I branched off 2015, and then that's when I went from started off on Groupon and started off in Colorado, and then went back from Colorado to Kansas City, and then from there, Kansas City to St. Louis, and then St. Louis to back to Kansas City, Indiana, Seattle, Colorado. And
And it made it you're kind of doing a little globe trotting here, at least around the United States. I did ask him, what's the dirtiest city? I'm not going to have him give the answer to that. If you want to know that, give him a call.
Yeah.
But you've been around to a number of major cities around the Midwest and the country.
Yeah.
Seattle's way out west.
Yeah.
And you said some places are just a little cleaner than others. But
Very true.
you're here to make everybody clean.
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
you'll help that. What led you to where you met the guy you went to work for? Were you just looking for work, or why did you decide to work for him?
So for that situation, I actually found it on Craigslist.
Okay.
And it was just like a assistant helper or whatever.
Right.
For, just doing duct cleaning. I didn't know nothing about duct cleaning. I just saw an ad on Craigslist and I was like, oh, it's an opening. So went to have an interview, and I think the next 2 days I got hired, and then was doing it for about a month or so, and I was just like, I would like to be a technician. I would like to make more money. So from that, he trained me and sent me to Indiana, and then from Indiana, I just took off in his company.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, I did it from 2014 to that time frame, and went on to myself, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, it sounds like you're one of those that really took the bull by the horns, if you will, and said, hey, because here it is, everybody, I've worked for somebody else a large majority of my time. And if I felt now, looking back, if I'd have just taken the leap sooner, it's a little scary to do that, to run your own business, but it starts sooner. If you work hard, I assume obviously you're working hard, or else you wouldn't have had the success you've had. Showing up at the Onder Christmas party, by the way. But it's worked out for you, and we just like to exemplify the people that have done this kind of work to produce what you're doing here.
Thank you.
What is it that fuels your passion for what you do here? I mean, what is it that drives you? I mean, you're being creative too. You're getting a lot of stuff on TikTok. And all places sharing some of your secrets a little bit.
I mean, well, to touch points on that, like from just from TikTok, a lot of people are in different states that have different situations. Like a lot of people who are renting from homes, and their landlords are not doing the things they're supposed to be doing. So they ask me, how does this look? Is this mold? Because I have a lot of people who are in, I want to say, East Coast, that hit me up and say, is this mold in their system? And they send me a picture, video, and I say, yeah, you might want to get your landlord over there now. So.
Yeah, mold is not a good thing. And how often does mold show up in the ducts of people's apartments and houses? I guess it's fairly often.
I want to say often in apartments and things like that, because the apartment complexes, they literally don't service that stuff. They don't change the filters. They do a somewhat decent job as far as doing the filters, but they don't do the filters at all.
Okay, so they do the filters, but they don't really do the filters. I mean, that's the first choke point, if you will. Where a lot of houses, and you see these places that do not change. And you're talking about the air filter in the HVAC system.
That's correct.
Right?
Yep.
And you pull those things out, and they're just coated. And if you change those, what would you recommend somebody change those? How often?
Well, when your system is clear and clean and all that good stuff, I would say every 30, 60 days or so.
Oh, really?
If you're using an electrostatic filter, the ones that's a metal-based filter, you never got to replace them. You just wash them off 4 times a year.
Interesting. Here, I'm learning about this, because now those more expensive. What do those cost?
Those are only $80 or $90 on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Click this link, everybody.
Yeah.
You ought to become a referral partner. So yeah, and I've seen these, and you get your little pack of 2 usually, right? 16 by 20 by 1, and I've been there. And they last, and then you pull them out, and they fall apart when you pull them out.
Oh yeah.
And you're saying these electrostatic ones, you buy them once, so those are $20 for that pack of 2, right?
Exactly.
And so then you've still got to replace that, and you throw that one away.
And it's a metal-based filter too. So.
Okay. Now, what is the benefit of that?
It has a polyester film on the inside, so it literally retains everything that's coming to the return line, which is so if you're looking at in the hallways more so, and if your returns are dusty and dirty, that's an indication that your whole system is dusty and dirty from it just sucking in all that dirty air. It's like called trapped air, which is like recycled air inside the home.
Okay.
So that's why most returns look like that, from just sucking in and blowing out all the same air with the dust.
Okay, so here we're really getting an education here. That's why we like to bring somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But that's not clean. That's not. You don't want to breathe that every day.
Not at all.
And so
Not at all.
your suggestion is, number one, get it cleaned by a professional. You could come in, get the whole system cleaned out.
The whole system.
So you're not, even if you've got clean air ducts, they're still going to keep that cycle in the same air.
Exactly.
You need to get the stuff cleaned out to get that fresh air in there and cleaned air, and then maintain it properly.
That's correct.
And what now? You called that an
electrostatic filter.
electrostatic filter. Everybody, we're moving fast here, but all right. So electrostatic will allow you to then recycle that, and you just take it under the faucet.
Well, actually, so I would say you can wash it in the sink in the kitchen if you have a big sink to let it just sit there and dry. But I recommend washing it outside and letting it dry at an angle to where the water can just kind of go down like that.
So just get the garden hose out.
True.
And spray it on there. Okay.
True.
See, Mom, I knew there'd be a good use for this garden hose while we run all the water out there. One time we left the water on. I swear, I didn't even do it. She goes, somebody left the water on for a month. I'm like, you guys didn't hear it running? And I got yelled at. I said, I wasn't me, but we weren't cleaning the electrostatic. We could have been making things better. Well, you've got a lot of people that say some nice things about you, too. I'm going to show off a little bit more about what you got here. I do want to give everybody a preview. We're going to show everybody your TikTok.
Oh, nice.
And, and get into that a little bit. But I like the fact that a lot of people do this whole thing called Groupon. We've heard about it from a long time ago. We found you on Groupon, and you found that to be a very successful place to get business. Why has Groupon worked out for you so well, do you think?
I want to say because it's a place where clients can go and not get charged a lot of money for things that they need. Of course, there's added services that may need to happen, but more so, you're getting a $100 service, and normally costs like $550.
Okay.
So that's where you find Groupon at.
Yeah, we'll put that back up there for everybody. But Groupon has become very popular. I knew it had taken off some time ago, and I guess people still go out there. But you got a lot of great reviews out there. People saying nice things about you. What's it like getting the kind of response you've seen from people to see what people think about you with your work through Groupon?
I mean, I know from Groupon last year, because I looked at the numbers, we had 300 homes from only Groupon.
Really?
Yeah, and that was just me from 2025 at the beginning, starting my ad on Groupon. But before, when I had Groupon before, I had about 500 or 600 homes like in 2 years. So it's like maybe 300 homes a year. Typically, is what I typically do from Groupon, but that's not including my word of mouth customers, my contracts, and all of that good stuff. So.
Yeah, you've got some big organizations that have hired you too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, take a look here. We did an AI Google search, Dirty Ducktales LLC reviews, very positive, highlighting their professionalism, thoroughness. Let me put this on the wall for people to read. Great customer service, especially from the owner, Zack, sitting right here, and reasonable pricing and effective cleaning for ducts, main lines, and dryer, with many customers satisfied with improved air quality.
Oh yeah.
Well, when you got the AI talking well about you, that's got to make you feel kind of cool, also.
Yeah.
Well, how's that? Tell me, give me some of your feedback. What does that make you feel like?
Well, and actually, I'm gonna go back on the passion for this. So my passion for all of this is because I actually service people's homes who actually need duct cleaning, because they're in awe because they don't know what's going on with their health.
Yeah, a lot of health issues.
Yeah, a lot of kids who have illnesses from moving into a home, and the home has mold, the home has dust, dirt, years of just debris, dead skin cells, animal skin cells, and they're like constantly breathing all that stuff in. So over time, that can cause lung issues, lung failure, long term. But more so, typically whenever we go to a house, we service the house, we figure out the situation of what's going on. Like, oh, this is why you guys are getting sick in the house. We have a lot of customers who will go out of town and they'll feel great. They'll come back in town.
We took the best vacation. It was just wonderful. Yeah. It's because the air was clean compared to where we live.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, like, we literally not necessarily save lives, but we've saved a lot of people's health from just cleaning the system.
Yeah, I was gonna say, by the time you've breathed in bad air, I mean, how many people, they have the same nasty hair for 30 years, and it's like breathing a pack of cigarettes every day. So I can imagine it's not good for you. But you're going, and you know how to identify those types of homes in particular? Oh, yeah. How does it you determine who you want to work with or help?
Well, we typically work with everyone. We do a lot of homes that have never had a cleaning before.
Right.
We do a lot of homes who've had smokers inside of there, and how we can determine, even if someone said we need our vents cleaned, they're dirty, we can look at the system and look at the dirt and dust inside the system and notice it being darker than regular dust. that's because nicotine is inside the system still.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Lots to learn here. We got another 15 minutes here. And we're going to have Zack stick around for a second half hour because I'm going to go through my full list of questions with him here on the first meeting we've got here. Stay tuned as we get back to this. Here's some fun stuff we were doing in the community. Will Bates, everybody. Will Be Inspired. Tell me about the event you got going on here.
Oh, we got a golf tournament today. Got some people coming out to support our military veterans and first responders. Everything that we raise today goes towards benefiting them, mental and physical health, overall wellness, wellness retreats, outdoor retreats, gym memberships. You think of it, you name it. That's what we do. So this is all to benefit them. I appreciate everybody coming out and taking action. Thank you.
We're at Old Hickory Golf Course. Been here for a number of events. Great crowd here.
Yeah.
How many people turn out for this thing so far?
Oh, there'll be at least 170 people here.
170 golfers, everybody. All right, if they need the Cardinal Cowboy to give out some free golf lessons, I might be doing that later. Don't wait for that. Don't wait for that.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Get up. We'll see you guys. Get up.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Hey, we're looking for the small business owners and leaders in our community to be on our show. This is the Your Little Castle show. We air 3 times a week, every week on ABC, and we would like to put somebody you know, or maybe it's you, who's a business owner to be on our show. You'll sit right here in our guest chair, right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com, and if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form. It takes just a couple seconds, and you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show, and there is no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. Check that out. Go to bigleagues.com. So there you have it, everybody. We love what we get to do in the community, and that's why we work with a lot of the local small business owners. I mean, we've had now over 250 small businesses come through our little studio here and talk about their business. We hit 500 shows now, and so we're on our way to 1,000 shows. I mean,
Nice.
imagine producing 1,000 shows to air on a major network like ABC.
Nice.
Pretty cool. We have a lot of fun with it. But there's a need for that. Small guys, they do a great job. They just need somebody to tell them about it. Let's do it. Give me a quick cost analysis. And there's a few ways you could go with this. Number one, what's it worth for somebody to get this done, because they're saving themselves from potential. And we were talking in between on the break there, and doctors, they keep treating the symptoms, but they don't they don't treat the problem and say, well, why don't you get your air? Does the doctor ever say to their client, why don't you get your air ducts cleaned?
Honestly,
What the value there is unbelievable. People come in and become healthy now.
yeah. I mean, like I've had maybe 5 customers this whole time, but I know a lot of people who've had their vents cleaned. I'm pretty sure their doctors recommended it at one point. But yeah, I mean, like it's like it's a known service that people don't know where to go to start at.
Right.
But they know it needs to be done.
Yeah, and so I'd say this is something that can really dramatically. I mean, because how important is it for somebody to breathe? Right. Yeah. Fairly important. It's like if you don't
lungs,
you can only go like 2 minutes without air, and you're going to be struggling.
Exactly.
And so, but the finer, the cleaner the air is something you want to make sure.
Yeah.
That's why they say it's better to leave your windows open or to close your windows.
Yeah.
During the summer, what do you recommend?
I recommend open because, like I said earlier, trapped air.
Trapped air, so it's like stagnant air.
Yeah. So get that stale air out. Open the windows, let it circulate through the house, and yeah, I mean, but ultimately, the goal is to have your duct system cleaned because it's still going to be inside the system. Like the previous debris that's inside of there, it's going to just keep circulating.
Keep circulating.
So, yeah.
You want that? It's like mud on a jersey. If you keep putting in the same dirty bucket, it's going to continue to have.
Exactly.
It's just cycling around and filtered a little bit. That's not how you do it.
Yeah.
But you talked a little bit about it, and we'll go on the other side of that is some people can do this themselves. And you even show some people, you got some tips. You got that viral video. It's got 22 million.
Oh, yeah.
How many million views was it?
22.1 million.
22.1 million. That's 100,000. That's amazing. I don't know if I've ever had a video do that well, but good job.
Thank you.
Combined maybe, but not to that one, not out of one. But anyway, so you show people how to clean. Now cleaning and I've done this. I said, well, I think my dryer, that one's not too complicated. I think I just reached up there and pulled the whole vent thing out. It was only a short one, but I shrunk it up.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Pulled it through, but that one can be done a little more easily if someone's on their own. But how do you clean a duct that's up in the rafters and hidden and tucked in, and that'll be tougher.
Yeah, now with those guys, you would have to do a snake cleaning, which is like a snake brush. It can be however long your dryer is. So if it's a 20-foot dryer, you got to get 20 foot of Of
and well, I'm talking about the air conditioning ducts now.
Oh, the vents. Oh, okay.
The vents. Okay, vents.
Vents. Okay, yeah. So now with those, you would need a negative air pressure. So you connect that to the main system, which is the main lines. That'll create a suction. It's pulling 24,000 CFM, which is cubic feet per minute. So that's a big suction.
Okay, now that's not something somebody can too easily on their own go out and do.
Yeah.
These machines, you compete with some of the big boys out there. And you said you use the same machines that they use.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's no difference in the quality. You're using the same equipment that the big guys use.
No difference.
It might be care a little more because they're smaller guys trying to make it happen.
It's just more of a customer service that we strive on, and then that we more so win in, because a lot of the customers that we are receiving is because the bigger dogs or bad quality of customer service, pushy, and things like that. And like whenever you have a pushy seller, the customer is going to be like, it's okay.
And nobody needs high pressure sales.
Yeah.
Offer what you got. If people don't understand it, maybe you should learn how to explain better.
Yeah.
But so often is the case. How often, this is something I've heard in other realms, where they say, they come in and it's a pretty simple fix. It could have been done pretty easily, inexpensively, and then they get into, we've got to do the whole thing, and you're going to replace this and do all kinds of stuff. Is that something that people run into periodically? They oversell versus what they really need?
Yeah, because like I said, we've ran into a lot of homes who've had bigger companies there, and the service was bad, the cleaning was bad too. Also, like we've had a lot of homes who've gave us a call and said this company came and did the duct cleaning, and it's still not like, there's still dust in the house. So we get there and then we look at the system in the basement area, and then I can identify if something has been touched or hasn't been touched, and I just see there's no access panels right there, which means no one's never opened it up. So
they just kind of skipped that part and said, hey, we're not even going to really mess with that, and then hope people don't notice, and then charge them the full, and then take advantage of it like that. As I glance one more time at those glasses, how do the glasses help you to do what you do? Those are neat. They can see into the ducts.
So when I can do this, and then it'll record for a minute. It'll record whatever I'm looking at. It helps out a lot for looking at it first person view. Even when I'm doing the dryer vents, like the dryer vents with this is like a prestige, beautiful video that's happening, and it's just like my eyes are looking at it, and the camera is recording from my eyes in a sense, basically. So
Yeah.
it's seeing what I'm seeing. I love it.
Yeah, so I say technology these days. We got a question we'll get into the second show where we talk about that. But tell me, why should somebody choose you? Zach, you've started a company. It's been very successful. You've helped a lot of people. Give me something. We've talked about this, kind of summarize for everybody. Why should somebody choose you?
Well, we strive on building lasting relationships with our customers. We strive on having great customer service. Then we also strive on the quality of the work.
Getting the job done, yeah.
Yeah, we do before and after videos, pictures, and we send it to the customer an hour after we're done with the house.
Really?
And so they'll see what we're doing. They'll see exactly what's inside the system, what came out the system, how it looks now. Typically, whenever we're halfway through the system of cleaning it, they have a fresh linen smell in their house, like halfway through the process.
There you go. Write that one down. Who wants a fresh linen smell now throughout their house? Feels like they just got the maid service came through and new blankets and sheets and everything all over, carpet clean, all that stuff, and all you did was clean those ducts out.
Yep.
Because there's so much that's trapped up there. People may clean their carpets fairly often, but they don't pay attention to the ducts.
Not at all.
And we're not talking about Daffy Duck. We're not talking about Donald Duck. We're talking about the ducts in your house and your dryer.
Oh, yeah.
Those are things that need to be maintained and worked on all the time. Tell me then, are there any specific certifications you've had to go through, or accolades, or just lots of experience that you've learned hands-on?
Experience. Of course, there's like air duct cleaning certifications or whatever, but it's not a need to have that. It's not a need to have none of that stuff. Well, for mold remediation, you do need a certification for that, but duct cleaning, you don't.
Okay, it's not required, but
not
with
required.
The years of experience you've gotten, the results you've gotten, and what your clients have said to you, you've proven that it is something that works for you. Mm-hmm. Tell me then back to the benefits people have by working with a small business owner like yourself. What do you enjoy most about what you get to provide?
Direct contact with customers. Like the owner comes out and talks to the customers.
We talk about that. When you've got an issue, there's a question, somebody wants to know what's going on, I've got the cell phone of the owner. I'm not going to have to go 3 lines up the chain, talk to the assistant, talk to the manager, talk to the director, talk to the vice president, talk to the president, and then finally they just go, move on. We already got his money.
Right.
Let them argue. We've got 7,000 reviews that we sent out bots to get for us, but one way to run it. Well, stick around here. We're going to do another half hour. This is the end of our first show, but this will air on ABC sometime coming up. If you missed it on ABC, check it out on yourlittlecastle.com. Click the link, takes you right to our playlist. There's over 500 interviews of small business owners sharing their secrets, trade secrets, telling you how to run a successful business and who you can trust. Stay tuned, everybody. Giddy up.